What's up, openers? Hello. We're on season 3, episode 6. No, let me shut up. There's too many sixes. Episode 6. And we are about to introduce ourselves. Welcome to Open Relationship Podcast, where we open and honest conversation and talk about everything from A to Z as it pertains to LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney. Follow my IG at I am Rodney Wash.
I'm your host, Marco DePrence, and you can follow me on IG at Marco DePrence.
And I'm your host, Solomon E. Stretch, and you can follow me on IG at Solomon E. Stretch.
And good old Shazam is working. You know, he works a lot. But we do have a special guest sitting in his honor. It's a collection plate. So, this collection plate, sweet babies and openers, you can give to the podcast. It help pay for production. Like y'all like these sets, looks, cost money for all this, okay? This is not cheap. So, how you can give in 3 ways. You can give via Facebook. If you are watching us live on Facebook, you can actually click that $ to the bottom right in the chat. And you can give by stickers or join the membership. If you join membership, you can give a one-time donation every month. And that will help support the podcast ongoing. It's like a subscription. OnlyFans, but for YouTube. Or you can buy stars on the Facebook. Click that star link, buy stars, as many stars you want to. That support the podcast as well. Or openers, you can donate. Click that donate button in every podcast description box you are listening to us on. Or watching us on the YouTube, hit the description, donate button. Now, before Solomon talk, we need your help.
Not before Solomon talk.
On our audio side, we need 5 stars on everything y'all listeners on via audio. Okay, this is for our audio listeners. Because we are 5-star niggas. Verse life. Gotta love it. But yes, y'all, for real, like, keep commenting. I do see the comments coming in. I had like 5 people come in on Apple, so it's really, really good. Keep commenting and really, really, really giving us some 5 stars. It goes a long way. It's free. It's free. Help us for free. All right, Solomon, take us away.
All right, openers. And Rodney just told you how you can continue to support us, but you can also continue to support us by liking, commenting, and subscribing on our YouTube. We love it when you slide into our DMs. We love your comments. We love your pictures. We love everything that you do to support us. However, we love it when you interact with us live on our YouTube. Join the chat. Join the 5th seat. We also love it when you comment and when you subscribe.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Keep on subscribing. All right. Marco, how was your week?
My week has been fucking outstanding. I went to Gag City last weekend. Okay. And then over the weekend, I just chilled, really. It was a nice day on Saturday. I was literally the uncle at home, putting up clothes, mopping, just getting ready for spring and getting ready for outside because, once the sun is out, the buns is out.
So Saturday was a good time?
Yes, it was. And then Sunday, I just, slept to get ready for the work week. How was your week, Solomon?
My week has actually been pretty good. This weekend, I did pretty much of the same indoors. I did a lot of spring cleaning.
Okay.
Did some grocery shopping, did some adulting. But yeah, got the rest that I needed. How about you, Rodney?
My weekend's actually good, y'all. My mother's here, so Mother Wash is here. Good old Diane came up here with my nephew, and he is running amok in my house. But it's good to have a little child in the house. Like, it made me really like, oh, my little baby.
Right.
I don't know, child. He get on my nerves a little bit, but I love him. I love him so much. Like, it's like a different energy when a child's in the house. Like, he's like, Uncle Rodney. I'm like, child, what she want? And then I'm like, come here, give me a hug. Like, I had a rough call. I could see her in my voice. Came in my room and said, can I give you a hug, Uncle Rodney? Aww. I said, oh, you sure can, nephew.
I love being uncle. Ugh.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful thing. But yeah, that's about it. All right, so let's go to the streets.
Let's go to the streets, y'all. Y'all already know my favorite place to be. But you already know before we get to the streets, we always got to pay our bills. So if you're a new opener or if you have not clicked the link in the description box, go ahead and do that because you can go get 1 month of Apple TV or 1 month of Apple Music for free. Because Apple is our official sponsor of Open Relationship Podcast. And as always, your support is greatly appreciated.
Yes, it is.
Now let's go outside.
All
What's
right.
what's happening outside?
Outside, but
A mess.
outside.
So first and foremost, it's the last. Well, for us, it's the last day of Women's History Month, and I really want to give it up to Nicki Minaj. So I went to her concert last Thursday, and I really didn't know what to expect. It's been a while since I've been to a rap concert, a female rap concert at that. But when I tell you she put on the best performance for me, and her fans showed up and showed out. Everybody showed up in their pink outfits, imitated some of her like old outfits from like magazines and videos and things like that. And then other people just did what they needed to do from beginning to end. And I'm a really big advocate for concert goers and entertainment and making sure I get my money's worth. As y'all know, like I love Beyonce, so I always want more from a good show, and that's how I left like leaving Gag City. I wanted more, but in a good way. Like I didn't feel like the show was over. Like,
You know what's so funny? Everyone I heard who went there said they had a good time. So I'm going to assume y'all had a good time.
My favorite part of any concert is going before the artist actually gets on stage, so you hear the DJ.
How was Monica?
Monica was good. I feel like she was doing a little too much with her runs and things, but I love Monica down. But she sounded great. She looked great. But I was just like, even like people in the section that I was in, we all was like, oh, like it's okay. Like just stick to what you know. But you don't have to do more because you already labeled yourself. You're already Monica. Still did a good job, but it was just those moments.
2 Chainz. Is he fine in person?
I don't really like rap niggas because they don't really do much. And I don't think
Nicki out rapped them.
Yes. I think if 2 Chainz was on stage, he should have did the song that Nicki was on. I just think it would have been a win-win situation for the whole arena. And I think that was a miss. And then Lil Scrappy came out, which I didn't understand why Lil Scrappy. I understand like we're in Atlanta and things like that, but I just didn't
Did you not have a budget for hire bigger artists?
I mean, I don't know.
Lil Scrappy. And then when I say, where's your music? Where's his music?
He literally sung or rapped, No Problems. You don't want no problems. I was like,
oh,
I forgot the lyrics to this song because they don't really play.
Oh, that's him?
Ain't it?
You don't want no problem with me. Is you give up in the club?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a good song. That was way back when.
And I was just like, if I'm bringing out rap people and I'm the queen of rap, I want y'all to at least do a song that I'm featured on so that my fans in the stands can rap it from word to word. And then you're done. Your job is done.
What was Big Sean and all them? Like, people like that. Like, what's the other one? She had a good song with Trey Songz.
Oh,
like,
Trey Songz lives in Virginia.
She couldn't fly him down?
But I think the whole purpose of it, like Monica was here, 2 Chainz, and then Lil Scrappy, they all live in the Atlanta area. But Lil Baby, she just did 2 singles with Lil Baby last year. I don't know why he didn't come out on stage.
It's given no budget.
For who?
Well, she was in State Farm Arena in
but she sold out
Dome. So let's just keep it clear.
She sold out both nights, though.
Yeah,
you saw the videos.
I mean, it was very packed in the State Farm Arena.
Would you rather do 2 nights sold out or 1 night at Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
I would do Mercedes-Benz. That's
for 1 night.
It makes like you arrived. Like, Beyonce did 3 nights, and all 3 of her nights were sold out.
What did you say last week? Do you always have to compare Beyonce to everyone?
I do this.
When he wants to be right.
Right. But I had an amazing
Yeah, what
time.
about Walker? It's so many people.
Oh, Walker. Don't she have a song with Walker too?
It gave no budget. It's okay though, but y'all look really cute in y'all pink.
Did
it was
like
really
everybody
cute.
had on pink. Like I felt like how when people went to Beyonce.
Did she stimulate the comedy, Solomon, like
what?
Beyonce did?
She what?
You know when Beyonce had silver, the whole economy jumped up in the city. Did the city get a good increase?
Probably.
Nikki?
Probably.
Oh,
But
I
we
didn't know
had.
anything about it.
I didn't either. It didn't make the news either. So,
But did you hear that she's the only solo female rap artist to sell out arena?
the safe form.
But the key word is sold out,
Okay.
not the arena. Let's see what Megan does in June, because I plan on going for content purposes.
Who?
Megan Thee Stallion, she'll be here.
Oh, I would definitely be at Megan's.
And the gag is she'll be in Atlanta June 1st, the first day of Pride. So let's see how many people show out.
And watch how I show my ass.
Okay.
Literally.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Usher, so I'll be ready for August. So speaking of the Streetz, we're gonna talk about Candace Owens. If you guys don't know, Candace Owens recently just did an interview on The Breakfast Club, and surprisingly, I enjoyed the whole interview. I was not a Candace Owens fan just because how she was portrayed in the media, things like that. And again, I didn't know anything from her before this interview, but just actually listening to her and like how she dissects and describes things, I was like, oh, I'm not her biggest fan. I didn't go do research and all that, but just from this interview,
It's so true.
I can see myself paying attention to her and her words a little bit more. Some of the topics that she talked on.
Yeah, that's what you liked about. Like, give us.
Yeah, she talked about her marrying a white man. She mentioned that people should date with their IQ level versus the color of their skin.
So she said. I'm glad you went there. So is she saying that black men are dumb or not
No.
high IQs?
No. So
I didn't get it.
So in the interview, she didn't actually say that people should date. She said that oftentimes we look at relationships in terms of black-white. We look in terms of it as race. However, research shows that people date at the level of their IQ.
Yep, correct me
So
when I'm wrong.
if her IQ is a white man only.
No, there's
There's no color.
You added only. So she just happened to say that this is the man that she enjoys spending time with. She enjoys talking to. He meets her here intellectually.
Her intellectual level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And surprisingly, when she first started dating, she was, I don't want to say addicted, but she was attracted to Asian descent men. So I thought that was fascinating.
She what?
Attracted to Asian descent men. So she dated Asians, Koreans, things like that, or people like that, excuse me. No
Okay.
disrespect. Which is very interesting. I was like, okay. But I liked how she dibbled and dabbed in it. And it made me think, like, I'm still not going to go date a white man. But it just opened my eyes just a little bit of just the conversation. She also talked about the black media and how the black media portrays black individuals to always put us against each other, which was also interesting because we think of the Shade Room, we think of Neighborhood Talk, we think of all these blogs that we follow on Instagram, and it's always, not always, let me not say that. Most of the time, it's something negative on the blogs because we're always looking for a problematic situation, or that's what turns the light on in our head. And I was like, yeah.
Well, to be honest, it might be white blogs out there that do the same thing for their community, but I'm not white and I don't dibble and dabble in white spaces. I'm just telling the truth. I feel like if you were Korean or, Latino, it's probably Latino version of Shade Room. I don't know that because I don't go over there.
Correct.
I only stick to what I know. So, you get what I'm saying? But with Candace Owens, she didn't make a lot of comments about when Black Lives Matter, when people was actually getting murdered. And for that, I can never fuck with her. She does have some good pointers. I'm not going to lie. Like how she said, like, I don't agree with the wars movement mentality for black people. I think we way beyond that now. Like probably back in 1800, we couldn't really get shit. You know what I'm saying? But now we can. So to me, and this is my opinion, because people like to read me in the comments, my opinion, if this happens to get picked up and go viral. If you come from a difficult situation in the beginning, right? You can't help your childhood. You really can't. But if you look for resources, it's out there. So once you do hit 18, you You can go to college. It's tons of resources out there for you to be successful. So you chose to
I
be
agree.
the 18th generation on TANF and food stamps. That's your choosing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a baby now and still be successful. Like, we need to get away from that mentality. Like, I don't think we'll ever get our reparations, and that's okay because we have our knowledge and this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't be doing this right now. Like, it's too much stuff out there for us to be successful. Like, that, I do agree on that. Like, all that woe is me mentality, no. And I'm from Mississippi.
I think there's space for all of it. And so I do believe that there are individuals who are disadvantaged and haven't been able to break out of the being disadvantaged. And then I think that this is one of those instances where I agree with Rodney, where I'm a believer in information. And the world has become a much smaller place because of the internet and because of television. And when you see a representation of a person who looks like you, who is successful, who is in whatever industry, whether it's the medical field or engineering or law, and you say, I wonder if that could be for me, then I do think that it is your responsibility to figure out what that looks like.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's, again, a part of the mindset where you have to be willing to break away from the things that you know. And I don't think a lot of people are comfortable doing that because it's easy, it's familiar. But you can't learn how to be a millionaire from old boy on the corner. Or the person sitting on the stoop. Like, you have to have the conversations with the people who are living the life.
You know what's so funny? Oh, Lord, hold on, get no backlash from this. So I went home in Gulfport, Mississippi, and it was this one guy who was, like, very popular in high school. And I remember seventh grade. I remember seventh grade, I was, like, had my hair long. People thought I was a stud. No lie, because I told you the story. You remember the story? I said my hair was long. I was separate. I had a light voice, and this girl tried to holler at me, and when she found out I was a voice, she said, "Oh, I don't talk to men. I thought you was a stud." Like,
Gotcha.
little fizz back in the day, long hair, don't care.
Okay.
But
No
moving
doubt.
on. So I remember walking. I ran track and played, and I did football. I was actually good at football. It was one guy who always picked on me, and I remember walking home from school. He said, "Let's get the Vaseline so I can fuck you, get it over with." I wasn't even gay then. I didn't know what gay was. That hurt my
What
feelings.
grade was this?
Seventh grade. So moving on, we in high
My
school.
God.
I come out. He's always picking on me, and then now he's on the corner begging for money, and it's hooked on drugs. And he was fine.
That is so disappointing.
It was very disappointing. And I gave him some food. Like, I felt really bad, because like, I feel like in high school it's like like, this is everything, but life goes on, and sometimes people you think is gonna be up there, it's not gonna be up there. And I could easily pass on. He was a bitch in high school to me. He was very mean, but I'm like, what would Jesus do? And I gave him, I gave him $10 and I brought him food.
You're doing the Lord's work. The Lord is gonna bless you 10 times fold.
Yeah, and I meant it. I meant to do it. Like, I turned around because, like, I was kind of like, fuck that nigga. So it told me, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And I listened. And
You got a good heart.
Yeah, I do. At times.
I love that. And last but not least, we're gonna go over here to Bad Boy, or actually it's not Bad Boy no more. The Diddy experience, so to say. As y'all know, Homeland Security has raided Diddy's homes. 2 of his kids have been arrested, Justin and King. Diddy is nowhere to be found. Allegedly, his plane magically left, ended up in Antigua. He's in Miami, pacing back and forth on the phone. There's video surfaces going around on all the blog sites of them tearing. Well, I'm not gonna say tearing up his house because it looked pretty decent. It looked like somebody just messed it up. But what I'm used to is like people like fucking up your whole home. Excuse me. And everybody is coming forward. Hollywood is coming down this year. And I hate that it's starting with a black man, but you're not about to do what you did to Cassie and all these other people behind the scenes and get away with it for all these years. Someone just not recently, but it's always strange to me that you're the only person in your clique, group, or situationship that is at the top. Where's Mace? Biggie died. The Locks, Jag
Mary's
or
doing
the Jag
good.
is well, Mary's doing good, but where's the men at that he came up with in the 90s? But you rich, got all these houses, cars, still doing albums, and
Giving 360 deals. From your own kind.
Danny D. Kane still not alive. What's the guy group?
Wait, what?
Danny D. Kane. What's the guy group?
I know what you're talking
Day
about.
26.
Day 26.
Like
They were a good group.
they were. I love Danny D. Kane. Or are you talking about Day 26? Or both? Who was the group?
No, Day 26.
Oh,
What the guy who had the umbrella for him all the time? I would love to hear his story.
the umbrella.
Who he held it for
Farnsworth
Diddy?
Bentley.
Does he talk bad about Diddy?
I ain't seen Farnsworth in so long. I know he's alive and still in Atlanta somewhere.
He in Atlanta? Okay. Need to bring him on the show. What was it like? Did you have to bathe him?
No, look, so crazy thing is, like a few weeks ago, I had a crazy dream that I went to a Diddy party. And I had the best time of my life.
But
None
you
of that.
like shit like that.
Huh?
But you like shit like that.
I mean, I do. But like, I woke up and I was like, is this what a Diddy party is like? Like, me personally, this is just a dream, y'all. But like, I felt safe. Like, the things were happening. But like, yeah, it was everything that I would possibly imagine. But I can see how all this can come to the front for us when the girlfriend that you had for years, you lied to her, set up in a 360 deal, and then now she's married with a kid. And she's not suing you, she's suing everything that you worked for.
Diddy sold all his shares to Revolt.
From
Is
to a
Breakfast
nominative.
Club under Revolt?
Is who?
Is the Breakfast Club under Revolt?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm not really big on that. How do you feel though? Do you think he should be locked up?
I think he should be locked up, but I also think that white men that do shit like this too should be locked up. I do think he's getting a hard end of the punishment. One, because he's a black man, a successful black man. When we see white men do the same thing and they just get it swept under the rug, they get a documentary and then get a book told and all this other shit. I think it should be equal privileges when it comes to being in trouble, quote unquote.
I agree with that. But Diddy's time to go down. I feel like you associate with Diddy, all y'all should be locked up. Because this is one thing that we know for sure is true. There was a lot of freak parties back in the 90s. There was a lot of freak parties back in the 90s. And things happen. And I'm not going to make justice for it saying like underage girls was there because like that's what they did back in the day. You know, high school girls would date older men. Now that's what it was. But you can't continue that same rhetoric moving forward. It's not the same 90s. And I'm not going to drag her for messing with men. That's your life. I don't care about what you do sexually with people who are of age. Put that there. Now, if they're underage and you 50-something messing with 16-year-old girls, allegedly, and little boys, then you're wrong for that. And what you did to people back in the day, if they're telling the truth, you deserve everything that's coming your way.
Well, to add a little sprinkles on it, allegedly his drug dealer is 25 as of today, according to the blog. So 25 years of age.
What's wrong with that?
So my question is, how long has he been your drug dealer?
I don't get it.
So if he was underage selling drugs, how long have you been in Diddy's camp?
Oh.
How long have you been the plug within that circle? Because it's not something new that this has been going on for almost a year. You're not telling me like, oh, I'll sign on to it, and you see all the blogs and things like that.
So what you think about this?
Well, first, Shazam wants to know, how did y'all feel about the kids in handcuffs?
Oh.
I mean, you was there. You was there in the house that got raided. I mean, that happens. I mean, it happened in my family.
Yeah, I mean, you was there. I feel like it was wrong. I feel like the parents.
I think they know, but they grown, so they're not children.
Oh, you're right.
They're not children.
I'm with you when you're right.
They're not children. So let's just keep that there. They're his kids, but they're not children. I think it's justified. I think they know what I allegedly think that they know what their father is doing.
So in terms of the whole situation, I lean towards justice. I hope justice gets served. I hope all of it gets out. And I hope that I don't think that this is just a one person deal. So in the back of my mind, this thing that just keeps ringing, like, be prepared for your favors to be implemented.
Somebody gonna implement it too soon.
Stop. Please stop.
It's coming on now, baby. Now us together.
All of Hollywood.
No, I'm talking about all them New York niggas.
Please don't go there.
But honestly, like, I think there are a lot of people who, I think a lot of light is going to be shown on this mess.
Well, I mean, look what happened to Donald Trump. He got his thing reduced. So when you are right, you're right. And I feel like everyone who did anything with little kids underage should be under the jail. Black, white, I don't care what you are, under the jail. Elvis Presley was a predator, and they praised this man like he was nothing more. He married somebody at 14. Allegedly, his cousin.
Allegedly, what about
This
Michael Jackson
grown-ass
too?
man. If Michael did it, I don't know if he did it. But if Michael did it, he deserves to be
Rest in peace, Michael.
under the jail. You know, I don't care who you are. Honestly, no, I'm not gonna do that. If you mess with children, you deserve to be under the jail. I don't care. You can be Michael. I love Michael, but if he did that stuff, under the jail. R. Kelly say he wasn't the only one, and I believe him when he said that. I believe that.
And we about to find out.
Next time on the Diddy Experience.
Wait, before we move on, did y'all see the thing with the Breakfast Club? Like, they was kind of scared to talk about their truth about how they feel. They was like, so how did they know he really did something? For one, the government is not going to raid your house for no reason. And I'm just like, y'all the Breakfast Club. Y'all should be, that's one thing I like about mainstream media. Like, tell the truth. I want to know how you truly feel, not what somebody's paying you what to say. You know, like, I want to know how you truly feel. And let me ask y'all this, how y'all feel about Carisha? You think she's a part of the problem?
I don't think she is a part of the let me back it up, sorry. A part of the problem, no. But I do think she was there, involved. I don't know. I can't speak on it. I don't know, actually. I'm just going to leave it, I don't know. Because it's weird that she doing her own thing, tweeting and, like, talking shit on the internet. JT making music. The City Girls ain't really came out with a song together in a while. And y'all supposed to be a group. We used to see them like two peas in a pot. So it is something fishy over there in the streets of Miami with Carisha, but it's all going to come out. It's all going to come out.
How do you feel?
Well, what are your thoughts?
Lock his ass up.
No, I'm talking about Carisha.
I think she's seen some things. Cause let me tell you something. If I was Carisha and I had a billionaire trying to fuck on me, I know he fuck on if he fuck with both ways.
Allegedly.
I don't give no fuck. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm gonna act bad with your money.
Give me my monthly allowance.
Give me my guys. Like, you can go fuck Jimmy in the corner, bitch. But when we fucking, let's put on a condom. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, live your best fucking life. But, like, I think she seen some things. She was probably like, this ain't right. Like, you know what I mean? Even with things that goes on in Atlanta, some party you go to, you be like, I did not know you was like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh. You're here too.
Side note.
You know what I
Some of
mean?
those moments.
Oh, you're here too.
Did y'all hear the alleged audio that has Diddy and Meek Mills in it too?
I think that's fake. And I know it's fake because I watched the porn that they got it from.
Oh, there's a porn to it? Mm-hmm. Oh.
No, not from them, but like the original audio from where they got it from.
I got excited. Sorry.
I can send you the video. It's the same voice.
Okay, never mind. Oh, but when I heard the audio, I was like, oh, this sounds a little decent over here.
Not you trying to be one of Diddy boys.
No.
Oh, but to answer your question, what are my thoughts on Carisha? It's kind of tricky because like she publicly went hard for this man.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I think it, to me, because I don't know anything, but like watching her go hard for this man and potentially knowing that he was participating in or orchestrating these activities, it's
I feel the same way, and people don't like this. What's her name? Drea Kelly. I don't like how she just making money off these women's fame. R. Kelly ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care what you say. This man could have actually locked up your room. If you knew what was going on downstairs, you're responsible too. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care. And it's disgusting to me. I will always stand on that. Like how you going around, act like you just, like you might got mistreated too. But if you knew what was going on and you didn't say that you was afraid of your life, you need to be locked up. You need to be locked up. Anyone who knew what's going on when people are getting mistreated, underage kids, and you're sitting there, lock your ass up.
Especially underage kids.
Yeah. Lock your ass up. Goodbye. Throw away the key.
we done in the streets.
Yeah, I'm done. It's stressful
Okay,
out
so
there.
I am filling in for Shazam. Since he didn't put up his post like he's supposed to.
Hey, Shazam.
Calling you out. Well, we are not going to... Where his part at, y'all? Situationships.
That's a whole tongue twister.
Situationships with Shazam. Goddamn. Situationships with Shazam. Got it. There you go. So, he love a good old theme song. So, I want to talk about Fuck the Club Up, Nicki's song. Mm-hmm. So, what was your first experience going to a gay club?
What gay club?
Ooh.
Okay. Gay club. I'm telling my business like always. You're a good seat filler. When I first moved to DC, they have this bar called The Fireplace. Very much so.
Hold on, wait, before you go. My brother had just entered the chat. I'm not gonna say his name, but I agree with his comment. And when I say somebody's coming up next,
no, they not.
That's what I'm talking about. Because baby is coming up next. Allegedly. I had to say that. Cause yeah. He's next. Allegedly. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My first experience in a gay club, this was a gay bar, but they kind of go hand in hand because Fireplace was always the pregame before we went out. So Fireplace is very much so like Bulldogs, is just 2 levels in DC. Everybody know to go there. They got strong drinks for like $3-4. It's basically liquid crack. And so many men, it's packed, shit like that. After that, we always...
Hold up 1 second. My brother gave us $5. Thank you, Dante.
Thank you, Dante.
Thank you, Dante.
We always used to go to, I forgot the name of the club in Baltimore. I forgot it. They shut it down like they always do everything. But we also had another club called Aqua in DC. When I tell you Aqua First Fridays, when I tell you the line was long, and niggas waited. They had a pole in the middle of the dance floor, and me and my drunk ass, not knowing a thing, I was freshly 22. In the middle
Your
of the
first
day.
gay club experience was 22?
I mean, I had gay club experiences in Portland, but it was very much so a white space. So we just sat.
I mean, that was an experience. How was that?
It wasn't an experience. It was just something to do for me. It wasn't my experience. I like to dance and like be around and mingle and things. My first fun experience at a gay club was in DC. They had strip clubs and a gay club. Everybody looked nice. Lines was long. Drinks were cheap. I can't talk. But yeah, always fucking the club up every weekend.
Okay. What about you?
So, my roommate and I, at the time, we would drive up from Athens and come to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
We would go to, my first experience was at Atlanta Live. And it was a time. I remember, because it was like in this big strip mall thing, right? Am I thinking about the right place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Parking was insane. I felt like I had to walk forever to get to the venue. Walked in. I think by the time I got there, I was already intoxicated. I wasn't driving. Just
put it out there.
Just want to put that out there. Was already intoxicated. Got in. Had a great time. I remember it was just boys everywhere. And then after that, the next experience was Chaparral.
Oh, I remember Chaparral.
And Chaparral was pretty much the same people, just a smaller venue.
Mm-hmm.
And Chaparral was a little disappointing, and I think it was only because my car got broken into one night.
Oh,
and I wasn't out to my parents, so my car was broken into at a gay club. That's kind of how my mom. Well, that's not how she found out, but that's when we had a bigger discussion about me being gay.
Oh, goodness, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, sweet babies, openers, I was attending the age of 18 in college at the University of Southern Mississippi, and I went to New Orleans. Club called Fusions. If you know what Fusion is in New Orleans, you know you had a good time.
It's still open?
It's still open. So I remember being 18, just got in the club, and I'm going to speak my truth. It was transgender women there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I was afraid. I'd never seen, like how you see them, but like you saw transgender women on TV, but never in person.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to touch on me and like, oh, you're so cute. And I'm like, oh my God, please. Like, I was scared. I was crying. I told my friends that this person's trying to touch me and I don't know what they are. Like, this how ignorant I was, right? I'm like, it's a man dressed in a dress. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, because God, think about it, I didn't see that kind of stuff where I was from.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, like, it was just all new. And then once I kept going, and this one lady her name was, they called her Mother T. She became my best friend. Like, once you get to go and start embracing the culture and like seeing different aspects of what being gay is, like, I loved it. You had your drug dealer in there. You had your transgender community. You had your trans man community. You had your studs. Everybody had a good time to come to like New Orleans bounce. You felt safe. Like everybody danced, had a good time. I remember getting drinks because I was like, your boy was skinny with a good body. Check body. The voice was hand. And like, it was just fun. Like, it was just like an experience I'll never forget. Like with my other college friends in college and like really just bopping around and just really seeing more of the gay culture. And seeing the hood side of gay people. Like, I never thought I would see a gay thug.
Yeah, I see. And I Googled it. It's in 7th Ward.
Yeah. I'm just telling you. So, like, I was just... It was just something... It was an experience. And I remember having an experience with the gay thug. And so...
The trade.
The trade. That's what I call it, trade. And so I was just fascinated. Like, he had, like, the 24s on his car. And I was like, he's not gay. Because one of my friends was like, he keeps staring at you. And I'm just like, you look at the club.
Was he the whole of the city?
Yes.
Yeah, most trade is.
Got me. New on the block and Addington them notch. So I remember that I was there dancing, doing a little, little jig, jig, jig. And my friends was like, he keep looking at you. And I'm like, who? And I looked over, I said, that nigga ain't gay. Like he was not what I thought was to be gay.
Right.
So he was like, what's up? The voice is, it does something to you. Everybody take off your clothes in the club. He was like, I want to get there. Let me get you a drink. I'm like, okay. He was like, what you want? I'm like, I'm 18. He said, shut the fuck up. What you want? I'm like, ooh.
Talk to me nice.
So he got me my drink, whatever. And we went back, we did our thing, whatever. But like, it was just really funny. Pull up to the projects. I guess the trap house. And like, it was just a whole experience.
Definitely a trap house.
It was a trap house. And like, as we were leaving out, Fusion was, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, Chanel said, Chanel, no, you know about Fusion? Okay, Chanel. And so, as we were leaving out, he was selling drugs. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm like a trap queen.
Oh, call me Bando.
He's like, hand me that, pass me that. I'm like, you got drugs in your car? Like, I was just so fascinated. It could have felt like he was about him. It was a good old time. I love a bottle trade. Ooh, baby.
Ooh. Well, your New Orleans came out.
Too much. Too much of my life. But like, it was just really fun. Like, I can, this is a fun time. So let's move forward. So how was your first, you already talked about you keep elaborating. Your first gay club experience in Atlanta, and what year was that?
Day club experience. Probably during Pride when I came down. I really don't remember too much of it. I was on vacation, so I wake up drinking on vacation, and as long as I make it to the club and I make it back to the hotel safe, I know I had a good time.
What did you do? Y'all, I told all my bitches, y'all get more into it.
So I started going, I came to Atlanta's Pride in 2014. That was my first Black Pride outside of DC Pride. And I was everywhere. We was outside all day drinking. Me and my best friend at the time. Oh, this is so embarrassing. So I'm 23 now. So we found one of the cheap hotels on Experian. Oh, child, well, you don't know where you stand. You just pay the deposit and then you get the address afterwards. It was like, okay, we got the hotel pulled up. I was like, what the hell did I just pull up to? Baby, when I tell you that we didn't sleep that whole weekend because it was one of them ran down hotels, we went there to do a little whole bath, get in the shower, change our clothes, and hit the streets again. But I honestly don't remember my day party experience. I just remember always being outside, like I am today.
What about you?
So my first gay club experience in Atlanta was actually kind of like yours, meeting Trade and having a good time. Now, unfortunately for me, I caught feelings for my Trade.
Oh, baby, I didn't.
I did. He was just so different than what I was used to. So he was former military and then also Trade. But like I was so like enamored with this boy. But of course I was in Athens. He lives up here. And like I would continue to come to the club, but I was hoping to see him.
Oh,
I know. I was young.
Was he there?
Sometimes.
Did you speak first or did he speak first?
He spoke first.
Oh, that's the good trade.
That's
the good trade when they speak to you first.
I made sure I was in the line of sight. I made sure I was in the line of sight. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where it was definitely a learning lesson. I had a great time. Do I want to go back to those days? No, I was young and reckless. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't talk to Trade no more.
So mine's, it was 2014. First time ever being in Atlanta. My friends who stayed where I was had friends right up here from Ole Miss. And so I met them up here. So I never forget we went to this house party. Keep in mind, the most drugs I ever seen was weed. Okay, and
before this experience, that
yeah,
you feel it.
weed.
Okay.
Like, you know, this all I didn't smoke weed. I only, you know, did my little drinky drink. That was it. So I remember walking in this bathroom, I had to go pee, and it was just powder everywhere.
Like baby powder?
Baby, no.
You knew better.
And then was just, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And I asked my friend, I said, why the fuck do you bring me to a fucking snorting powder? Like, we didn't do that in Mississippi. Like, it was like a white person's drug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people didn't do that. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, they didn't crack.
Get out of my head. I was just about to say
so they didn't do the powder. And so he was like, chill, right? I'm like, no, I did not come up here and get it hooked up on fucking drugs. Because the boy was like, here, take some. I said, no. I'm like, get this shit out my face. And I left. And so the next experience I had was at Club 253 off of Auburn Avenue.
I never been.
Baby, Atlanta was fun back in the day. If y'all from 20, they say from 2014 on down, Atlanta was a good time. But I was at the end phase, and then it phased on out to this bullshit we have today. But like you had 253, you had Club Rain, you had Opera.
Rain was a good time.
You had
You ever been to 708?
708. You had that club off of Buford Highway. What was that club name on Buford Highway? Y'all help me in the comments. Good night from Saints Vince. Oh, he always said it.
It wasn't Showtime, was it?
It wasn't, but it was off. It was like when they did the shows and stuff. And you had the club in Buckhead where they did the shows too on Monday nights. I can't think of the name.
Shows?
It was drag show. It was just like a 2014.
Was it Burkhart's?
No. I cannot think of the darn club. But anyway, 253. Again, new experience. It was all the hood niggas in there.
They say I want a hood nigga.
I said, what a hood niggas at? And I just used to love going there because it was just like, I was like, damn, y'all gay? Like, I don't know.
The gays love a hood nigga.
The gays love a hood. And then I finally loved, there's a new, Lord, I got so many damn stories. So, and this time, I found another hood nigga. This time, I was in a relationship with this person.
You got to keep him in circulation.
Got my apartment. This nigga got me fucking put in my apartment.
The hood nigga?
Yeah, let me tell you why. So, my apartment manager, he was an older gay man.
Clappers?
Who was that?
Oh,
Chaparral, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
And when I tell you, the older gay man used to all flirt me or whatever. Well, one time, I guess because the hood nigga had his music loud, him and the older gay man got into it. So apparently they fought. And so the old gay nigga took it out on me and put me out. And told me if I want to stay, I had to suck his dick.
Nope.
And you know what I did?
Sucked his dick?
Hell the fuck no. Bitch, I love.
My bad.
I got a new apartment when I got reported on my credit. And then I moved to the Ashley in the West End. You know what it is? It's Ashley in the West End. It's right by the train station. That area. But anyway, needless to say, 253 was where the hood niggas was, and Rain was just a good old time. Like, Atlanta back then was so fun. Like,
I heard a lot of good stories from Rain.
you had something to do every fucking night. And when I say every fucking night, they had a bowling group, they had a skating group. It was just fun to be like young professional gay. I wasn't professional back then, but you know, it's young. I was broke as hell, but it's young and just had a good fun time. Like, I enjoyed Atlanta. So with that being said, how do y'all feel about Atlanta clubs today? Do you get that same feel like how you did back in the day when you were younger?
No, I like dancing. It's very rare that I can go out somewhere that's not like a house gathering or something like that and like be free and like just dance. Most of the time, niggas just stand around. They just walking back and forth, trying to be trolls or trying to choose people. And I'm not saying all parties, but I'm not really fond of like the club scene and things like that. Now, there are times that I'll just make my own space in the club and just like dance my ass off that night. But I want everybody to dance. I want everybody to have a good time. And I hate when I'm seeing, what we used to call them back in the day, wallflowers. Mm-hmm. Like just standing there with drinks. Oh, I'm just here. I'm just vibing. What is vibing? Mm-hmm. You paid $20 to get in and you just standing here. Oh, I got a boyfriend. I didn't ask you that. Like, just dance. I don't know. It's very irritating. And maybe I might just be a little too old, but it's just where I came from. We just dance. DC clubs, people dance all the time. Like, we didn't catch wallflowers. If you're a wallflower, you're at the bar. But everywhere else on the dance floor, people are dancing.
I miss it. I miss what was it? We were just talking about it. What was
Rain.
Well, I do miss rain, but opera.
Opera. I took opera for granted. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I miss opera. I miss rain. I miss wasn't
Chaparral. There was so many.
there was a lot. And there were wallflowers, but like when you there and you don't notice them. Especially if you got a nice little crew and y'all hang together, and then I'm the type I'll disappear for a little while.
Same here.
Me three.
But then when you have a crew and everybody appreciates, like, oh, he's just gonna go and do his own thing for a little while, and they don't hold it against you. I appreciate that. And so yeah, I the clubs now, I think when it started turning into like bottle service and sections, and
That's where we
all that other stuff. That's when it lost me.
Yes, I miss it. Okay, well for me, it's boring. It's trash. I just probably really like going outside.
I forgot about those.
Like it's just Atlanta right now. If I was 23-year-old Rodney, I would move to like Dallas or Houston. I would not move to Atlanta. Atlanta's dead. It's more like it's just not the same. I don't know because I'm not younger. I know they go now, but as far as being in my 30s and just having a club I enjoy, it's not fun. Everything is sectioned. It's all bottle service. It's just that's too much. I don't like to be outside, but that's my segment. I hope I did your situation with Shazam justice. Shazam. I tried my best.
We know you in here.
But let me know how I did in the comments, y'all. Did I hold this segment down?
I think you did. I think you did. You did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Shazam, let us know from the fifth seat.
10 minus 2, you 8. You win.
Oh, I like how you did that.
That's from the song.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. All right, before we get into the Menage a Trois here at Open Relationship Podcast, we are all about community, safe spaces, and open-ended conversations where we can agree or disagree and still be heard. Please continue to tune in to our live shows, check out our merch and our giveaways. So click the link below so you can be part of the conversation. All right, and a donation. Thank you, Dontario247 for the $9.99.
Thanks, Donnie. We worked together in Florida.
Oh, that's what's up. All right, so the conversation, we're going to switch a little bit. It is spring. We are in a new season. And, last week we talked about sweatpants and sundresses. That was last week, wasn't it? Okay. And so, I am seeing more and more flowers bloom. There's more people getting out into the community, exercising. I see life happening. Life is happening.
And a lot of sperm pollen in your mouth. You know what that is, right? It's tree sperm.
What?
Pollen is tree sperm. You know that tree?
Keep on.
It is. But y'all who say y'all don't swallow, you do. It's not human.
I spit.
Something told me you were going to take it there. But I wanted to get into this, since we're having this conversation about like this growth season. What there's a saying is water what waters you. And so who have been influential in your life? Like who pours into you?
I would say y'all most definitely. Cause I talk to y'all a lot more than I talk to everybody else. And also I find myself reading books. Like books about leveling up in life. And I used to hate those type of books. I'm like, who does it? You need to read a book. Like it's really good to read books to see how people did things. And also my mentor, I have a mentor, so like we do check-ins and stuff like that. And just because like he's in a space where I want to be at. And just really being around, I'm different. I'm not the same Rodney. With just owning a home, I joined I'm going to meetings now for my area. Like it's called NUP something. Lord forgive me, just had a meeting yesterday. But like just being more active in my community, and I might be on a board for the what you call that stuff you have, HOA. Like I'm just different. Like there's different responsibilities, there's different lives. I'm looking into surrogacy because I want a child. I don't know when, but I do want one. And so like I'm just doing things like that. It's just a different elevation.
Okay. What about you, Marco?
What was the question at hand?
Who pours into you?
Oh, I would say to piggyback off of Rodney, you guys, but outside of you guys, I would say back in November, December, I prayed to the good man above and asked him for a new circle of people that looks at me for the qualities that I bring. And I think, I know like my prayers are being answered, excuse me. Because sometimes when like my club, my party, my people that always want to see me, sometimes I just ignore them. I'm like, I'm just not really feeling your energy right now. Or I don't want to talk, or I'm not in that space. And then somebody right after them that's really like, hey, so how are you doing? Like that really just wants to genuinely know how work was, how's the podcast doing, what's next on my agenda, like really taking time out of their day to talk to me. And we talk all the time, like if not every day. And like there has been times Rodney's like, hey, I was just calling you to see how you doing. And I'm like, I don't take those moments for granted, but when I'm on the phone, I'm just like, I love this. Like people are taking time out their day just to see how I'm doing or what I'm doing or how is work or, hey, I want to see you outside of the show. Like, let's go have a drink. And like, I really cherish those moments because you can only, there are those friends nowadays that only see you in one light, whether it's only partying or only drinking.
I see you in a different light. Y'all know that song?
But yeah, I really cherish those moments when people do pour into me. So I'm at the level now where I'm embracing new energy and new water to help me grow.
Okay. And so for me, I can say that throughout my development, I've had a bunch of people pour into me. And particularly like older black women. Older black women have really poured into me, especially academically. Some of my favorite teachers and mentors have been black women. And then I have a mentor as well. And he'll frequently call on me to work on some projects with some of his clients. And that means an absolute ton to me because I remember when he was looking at starting his own business, leaving corporate America, and just sitting at the table watching someone strategize and brainstorm and take that huge leap gave me permission at a young age to say, one day I want to do that too. And then, of course, y'all pour into me in different ways. In one way, you teach me to be a little bit more outspoken, to be a little bit more outgoing. You also teach me to be a little bit more current on pop culture. But you also teach me to be intentional about just like living. Because I'm good for just sitting in the house. I love my house.
I understand.
As you should.
I pay those bills. And so I enjoy just maintaining my space, but I also have to be very aware to start navigating spaces that other people enjoy as well. And then lastly, like my God brothers, they will just, I've heard from you. Where you at? What you doing? You okay? You alive? You good? Like they will ask questions. And then from that, the question then becomes, how do you pour into yourself?
By relaxing.
What does that look like for you?
Not doing nothing. I'm always on the go. And reading. I like reading now. Weird. I used to hate reading, but I like to read. I like to read about stuff from on YouTube, looking at how people do other things. I still be trying to research stuff. Like I just like to see how to make me better with the things I love better, like the podcast, my house, my living situation, with buying stock, like making my life just easy. I want a soft ass life.
Thank God.
In my 40s, I'm looking for a soft ass life. When I say soft,
Speak it.
soft as hell. The only thing I want to do is come to this podcast and record.
Period.
Look, touch and agree.
What should I say? Agree.
Shazam.
Lately, I've been pouring into myself. I've been listening to a lot of educational podcasts. I've just recently started the Dave Ramsey show where he talks about finances and credit repair. Considering that I'm in the financial world, it's valuable to my life because I can always learn something new. Also, using my resources at my job because they're all like older with family and kids and things like that, and like picking their brains about different situations and how can I get to where they are. Not everything in their life, but from what I view, like they're very successful, you know, like they're driving the car they want, they got the house, they got the husband, they got the kids, everybody's doing good. And then most importantly, like taking time to myself. Just like I told y'all, like last weekend I was in the house. Normally Saturday was nice. I think it was like 75 outside. I had like 3 people call me. They was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm literally at home folding clothes right now." It was like, "What? You not outside?" I said, "No."
What about nighttime?
I was like, "No, I'm literally at home. I just washed all my bed sheets. I washed all my dishes, put them up, wiped down all the counters." I was like,
Did a whole little wash up, huh?
No, you already know it. I was like, but literally, like, I'm
Played
just
up like you expecting somebody.
the good Lord himself. No, but it honestly felt good. Like, versus people calling me and asking me to go outside versus people saying, like, "What you doing?" Like, I see your location, like, you're at home. Like, "What you doing?" And I'm answering. I'm like, "I'm really just chilling. I'm in my office, shredding things. Just did my taxes. Like,
Need to do that.
I'm literally at home just chilling." It was like, "You going outside later?"
Lord.
I said, "First, I got to take a nap. You call me about this time and I can see what I can do." But it was good just to wake up. I took the dog on a 2.5 mile walk.
Nice.
Like,
Damn.
just literally just like with my headphones in, listening to a podcast. I was like, damn, it's over already? Went back home, took a nap, or got in the shower, took a nap. Yeah, and then enjoyed the rest of my Saturday night.
I bet you did.
I deserved it.
You hearing those gaps in the story too? And for me, I think it's been, I've been doing a lot of research. I've also been trying to research or what a soft life for me would look like. But not just a soft life. Like I believe I will be a person who works, right? But there's a difference between being a person who has to work and a person who wants to work. And I have been doing a lot of research on just how to make the work that I do easier. Automation is like my new best friend. It's my new favorite word. And I've also been getting into a lot of new podcasts. There are a couple of them that just have me so tickled. I just absolutely love it. And I don't actually learn anything from it except for just how to have the conversation. And then I actually have been, this is something that I do anyway, like yoga and meditation, but I'm being very intentional about doing it more. I've had many people reach out to me about starting my own yoga class. And
I love that.
I can see you doing that.
yeah. Hell, I'm certified. The thing is, it's like I told you guys last week, I'm about to start this MBA. And so I was talking to my mentor yesterday and she was like, "Oh, so you want to do it in this time frame?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she was like, "You're going to be doing a course every 16 days. And I was like, "Okay."
You got it.
I was like, "Let's just get it done." And so having to make sure that I get all of this out of the way so that I can do all that other stuff and still enjoy life now. Because I think that's the biggest part. I want to make sure that I enjoy life right now.
Well,
All right. We ready for this letter?
yeah, Lord Jesus. So, disclaimer: when we say we do read y'all letters, we do read every letter we get. This letter is a bit much for me, but because we live in an open and honest community, we're gonna keep it real with y'all. We're gonna read what y'all write us, even if it's about a certain person on the podcast. So,
Lord.
openers, we want to welcome you to this segment called The Letter. So, the letter, you
Letter.
guys, you can engage with us, ask us questions, have a probably want to talk about. We are here for you. However, I'll put this disclaimer out there. We're not therapists. Well, one is, but he's off the clock. But we are not therapists, and so if you need that type of therapy, it's a lot of free help out there. Once we get a sponsor, we start shouting them out. So sponsors help us out. You want to shout out to a free therapist? Let us know. But yeah, so you can do that in two ways. You go to our website, openrelationshippodcast.com, click the letter, or you go to email us at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. That's on the screen. And you just put the subject line, letter request, and we'll read your letter. So now it's time for the letter. My BF and I are discreet. We've been together for 7 years now. Currently, we live in 2 different states, over 10 hours away. We used to live together. He moved from another state to be with me. I had to pack up and move home to take care of some family members.
Thank you, Jared.
What'd he do? Oh, thank you, Jared. Let me stop. I had to pack up and move home to take care of some family members. It was a forceful decision. Of course, our plans were to see each other 2 or 3 times a month, but money issues arose out the blue. We haven't had sex in over 4 years. I'm truly frustrated. I'm sexually driven, and when we first got together, he could keep his hands off of me. I didn't know how to take his cock, LOL, but he taught me.
Boy.
I've been faithful. He has his infidelity, but I've forgiven him. Do you think he's cheating on me again? Bills and life has been tough. I don't know if he's stressed like crazy. Could that be it? But I want dick. I hate to feel as though I'm pressuring, so I let the topic go in. I need sex. He stated to me that he doesn't want to be active because it's not his norm. He doesn't want to because it feels as a one-night stand. So he'll rather not even cuddle or touch because I'm not here regularly, so he doesn't want to be emotionally involved and he can't get regularly, which caused him to look forward. Does that make sense? Hell no. I used to weigh 230 and now 160.
Okay.
He talked about weight recently like I needed to gain now. First it was you're the biggest I ever dated, and now it's I need to gain again. I feel as though I couldn't be it. Do I need to turn him on? Do I not turn him on? We can't be laying in the bed. He's not hard. He doesn't kiss me passionately nor touch me. You know what? At this point, oh Lord. Come here, Rodney. Let me smell you, eat you, lick you, taste you, and swallow you.
You gotta say swallow the way they wrote it.
And swallow your sexy thick ass up. The letter. Oh Lord Jesus.
This letter is a lot. I feel like you should hang it up flat screen. Just leave it where it's at. I'm not a fan of changing myself to make somebody else happy. You're gonna like me for what I bring to the table, especially when it comes to this weight loss situation. I don't know if you lost weight for yourself or for him. That's not my determination, but I hope that you did it for yourself. It's a lot going on in here. I can't determine if he's cheating on you or not, but I don't know.
I would say this: fuck that nigga, and get the hell on. For one, you lost weight. He's complaining about that night, so you need to gain weight. Then y'all was together. You had to move away from family, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
If you forgave infidelity, that's your choice. I'm not gonna talk about you for doing that because everybody do things what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
However, Ain't no way you're not gonna have sex with me when I come in town. I feel like one night stand, but you're fucking other people.
Boy,
Opener, I feel like you have your answer. You need to move the fuck on. And live your best life. Live your soft life. You know, like get back to you losing, going from 230 to 160. That's
amazing.
a hand clap right there for you, Opener. Like for real. Like, and somebody will give you their cock, not me, but somebody out there would love to have sex with you. So live your best life, Opener, and I wish you the best. From thick ass Rodney.
Now, is it cock or dick? Because now I'm confused.
I'm confused too.
You said cock first, you know what that means, and dick means never mind. Y'all know.
Solomon said we let each take it.
So look, I would say you know what it is. You're not happy. This person doesn't look at you the same way. They don't feel the same way about you. Like I don't know what it would be like to be in someone's presence and then not get hard around me. Like
that's just disrespect.
And you don't want to touch me. I wish somebody would be like, I don't want to touch you right. Boy,
door.
Get up. Hello.
I'm going to the
everything
door.
to the left, to the left.
And so, yeah, go ahead. Keep making your moves on Rodney. Go ahead and slide in those DMs.
That's that awkward laugh, yeah.
And then let us know how it goes. Write us a letter.
Do a follow-up.
Yeah, y'all can send us follow-ups.
Let me stop before you get rejected twice.
Stop. He wrote the letter. I'm going to appreciate him. Thank you, Opener, for your letter. All right, Solomon, take us out.
All right, y'all. All right, Openers, thank you for coming and joining the three. No, we can say
What was that for? He was in the chat.
The four of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
See you next week, Openers. Love you guys.